Hello everybody, and this is Piteio from Veil of the Ages. And tonight we have a new stream after a week of break. We have a new stream with two of our Patreons from Veil of the Ages. Tonight I introduce to you guest number one being Chack from the Ninth Age Forum. Hello, good evening.
Hi.
Chack. Great to have you on board. Chack is one of the people helping with the huge task of creating the books for the Ninth Age. So every time you look at one of our publications, think that there's this evil gnomes or maybe wholesome dwarves in the forge of the layout team making things happen. Thank you for doing that, Chack. Our second guest for the night is Emma. Good evening, Emma.
Hi.
And as you can see from the webcam feed, Emma is wearing a contraption that is not designed to save him from any situation related with spread of viruses in northern Italy. It doesn't have anything to do with that. It's a gaming implement. As you might probably recognize from the strange shadowed area that you see in the bottom right corner of our screen, this red thing here, Emma is playing in Tabletop Simulator with a virtual reality headset.
I'm trying.
It is true that playing with a headset must be a very immersive experience, but at the same time, I suspect that it might be challenging in terms of pressing all the buttons that you need to press for playing this mod, because as you know, you can select an object and then press a number on your keypad to activate line of sight, to activate another card. So with a VR set, it's a bit different, but we'll play test it and see how much of a problem this is. We'll keep the channel open. Talking about keeping the channel open, I wanted to ask, see if anybody's in the YouTube chat. I see somebody's already there. Hello, Johan. Good evening. Always a pleasure to have you here. Let us know if everything works fine in terms of video and in terms of audio. If you can hear the background music, if that's too loud. If you don't care about the background music, you should always care about the background music. You should always care about music in general. It's good for your soul. But apart from that, I think that we can start, we can have a game. As you know, we are very close to the release of the arena online for free on Tabletop Simulator. It's less than 2 weeks. We will be playing in the free version with 6 gladiators, but for tonight we will use the full set of gladiators. We will give full chance to Chack and Emma to play with the gladiators that they like. Oh, we have another guest from the Ninth Age Forum. Hello, Madat. Great to have you here. Great to have you on board. So, in this case, I would say that we are ready to start. Are you guys?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent.
We're ready. I'm struggling with the controls, but
I see a card for the king moving around.
yeah, I've been trying for 10 minutes
Sì, cosa c'è, mamma?
to change the page, but
Sì, sono in...
I'm sure we'll manage to find a way to make it work.
Ok.
I'll get the hang of it. I hope.
Nice.
Right.
Ok.
So in this case, I suggest that we start with the pairings procedure. So tonight we can play with the full rules, and the full rules require you to do a roll-off. So you can go to this area and roll 1 die each, and the one who wins, the one who rolls highest, will get a chance to choose the gladiator first.
Okay.
So Chack rolls a 5. Let's see what Emma can do. All right.
No.
It worked. Excellent. VR promoted. So that means that Chack can choose a first gladiator among the 9 that we have here, and place the gladiator next to his name here to the right.
I take the daimyo. Is that
All right,
how it's
nice.
pronounced?
We go to the east. Brilliant. Okay, then
Okay, just a
it's...
second. Okay. So what do you choose?
So you can take...
Daimyo.
yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Let me check it. Okay, so we have number, katana. Wow. Well, I go since I'm Empire of Sunstar player. I will take the Martian.
That's a good reason for taking the marshal. Any
I will put it here.
reason is a good one. So
No,
I
under
think
your
that
name.
you can take just the marshal icon, and then we can leave the cards in place for the moment being.
Oh, okay.
That's gonna keep the space best use here. All right, so you repeat the operation 3 times so that you have 4 gladiators each.
Yeah, I take the king. Dwarf king.
Okay, let's see. Mhm. Well, let's try the Duke.
Nice. Throwing the Duke around. All right, Chack, your third.
The High Prince.
Makes sense. I would say that the Duke has a very nasty special weapon enchantment that destroys the opponent's weapon. So since the High Prince has the ring of the
Well,
throne, then you can destroy their objects and be safe with it. Excellent.
the prince can destroy the duke. That's the most important thing.
Well, I will pick the Druid. I will steal the
Nice.
Druid.
Good.
Oh,
When in doubt,
Mom.
take a unit that's loved by your opponent just to mess with him. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he could have picked it before.
we'll just take it from you. So I take. I'll take the Overlord.
Nice. Dwarf guy. Alright, last choice of the pairing for Emma.
I don't know. Well, let's try this Doom Lord.
Nice. We like the Doom Lord. I like how casually you throw stuff around. That's cute. Alright, so this is the selection phase, and now you get the chance to take away 2 gladiators from your opponent. And we start with the player who has not chosen the first gladiator. So Emma, you can take away one of the 4 that Chack has decided.
Okay. Let's see.
You can choose one of the 2 dwarves from the Dwarven Olds and from the Infernal Dwarves. There's the Highborn Elf, and there's the Daimyo, which is from a homebrew book prepared by Caledor the Fourth. So it's a bit of a new
I think I will remove this High Prince.
All right.
No.
All of a sudden, the Duke becomes much scarier. So, Chuck,
Uh-huh.
immediate response. If you take away my Ring of the Pearl Throne, I take away your Tristan's Resolve. Emma, you can take away yet another miniature from Chuck.
Okay, so to check, you have the Overlord.
Yep, the King and the Daimyo.
Okay. Yeah. The controls are a bit weird, but oh, okay.
Wow. Just wow.
So let's remove the king.
Good choice. I agree.
Poor king.
Especially in some circumstances, this king can be brutal. Notably versus, yeah, a couple of your builds here because of the Uno smashing. Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah.
Chack,
So,
final choice for you.
what do we take away? So, the daimyo is good against a lot of things.
Doomlord, Marshal, and Druid. In the meantime, Emma, can I ask you? I'm seeing a small icon of an eye. Is that related to your VR headset, and what does it do?
I think yes, but I don't really know what
It looks
it
cool on the
stands for.
battlefield. That's what it's doing.
Well, nice. We keep it. But yeah, it's very difficult for me to read the cards at the moment. I'm a little bit struggling.
No save. Dammi come ho messo. Dammi messo. Okay. I removed the Doom Lord.
All right, excellent. Doomlord's out, which I'm happy about, I have to say, because the Doomlord, if you look at the model, is the only one who is a 2D miniature and not a 3D miniature. So we'll get to play with 3D minis only. Excellent. So that means that we have Daimyo and Overlord for Chuck, and Druid and Marshal for Emma. And now that means that we can do the match pairings. And the idea is that the Daimyo can fight versus the Druid and the Marshal, and same thing for the Overlord. But this will be 4 matches, and Emma gets the chance to cancel one of these 4 matches. Whichever one feels least fun or
I don't know. I don't know the characters.
yeah,
So at the moment.
that's you get familiar
Like,
with them with more playing, so you can decide
yeah, of
essentially.
course, but yeah, the problem is that I can't find the control to change the pages.
All right,
I
and to
think I
quickly
will
scan
just
them.
yeah. I think I will uh, remove one of the matches of the druid because I prefer the marshal,
All right.
and so the So Chuck, your characters are the Overlord and the
daimyo.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can quickly show you the daimyo cards.
Yeah. Thank you.
You have a quite a large amount of special rules.
Okay, let's read it.
Which are
Okay,
also
so armor.
quite new.
Okay. Okay, so armor against range attack.
Yeah, the general rules.
Okay, friend.
Then you in duels you cause an additional hit for every 2 successful to hit rolls, and you get distracting in the first round of each combat. And you also have +1 strength, offensive skill, and also penetration in the first round of combat.
Interesting to see that katanas are always overpowered.
Come on, aren't they the coolest weapons around? I'm not saying this because I ate homemade gyoza tonight. Anyway, special items. Then you get the shield breaker, which is quite a problem for high armor enemies. Death cheat,
but not for the druid because he have not any armor at all.
Yeah, the druid essentially destroys the interest of the shield breaker. First successful hit against the bearer is discarded in each round of combat. So I don't know. I think that the druid might be better off versus the daimyo than versus the overlord. If anything,
I will. Yeah, because of the shield breaker.
Yeah,
so I will remove. Yeah. I will remove the match between the marshal and the daimyo. How is it pronounced?
Marshal and daimyo. Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
So you keep the druid after all. Good.
Yeah, I keep the druid.
Nice. Just in spite, as a spite to Chack, who is a Sylvan Elves player. Good. So that means that Chack gets now to choose which of these 3 matches should be the match that we start with. Which one do you want to play first, Chack?
Which one do I want to play? So...
Knowing that the player who wins the game is the one who wins at least 2 matches.
We play the daimyo against the druid.
All right. Daimyo versus druid. Excellent. So in that case, you can now do another roll-off to check which of you will position his warrior first. And in the meantime, I can clean the arena from the miniatures we have inside. 2 for Chack. And 5 for Emma. So that means that Emma gets to position the miniature of the druid anywhere on the battlefield. And what you should pay attention to, Emma, is that wherever you put your miniature, you should leave a position to field Chack's model. So for example, if you decide to be here, that's just not possible because Chack has nowhere to be placed. So you should place yourself a bit further back.
Okay, so which are the rules? Because I don't know, like, where something bad happened.
Okay.
I think I have a problem. The screen went black. I don't know why.
It's showing it lost some data. It's showing that it's loading the page for you. And corner in the
No.
I left. No, I mean,
Oh yeah, it's.
in our
Oh yes,
corner
it's
is
loading.
Mhm.
I don't know, like because in the VR it is completely black. If I look at the screen of the computer, I see that it's loading stuff. So maybe I just have to wait.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. So in the meantime, I can tell you how it's gonna play out.
yeah, the rules
The
for a
yeah.
start.
Yeah, so the idea is that you position yourself anywhere inside the arena in a way that allows Chack to deploy his warrior 24 inches away. And then Chack
Okay, 24
decides,
inch. Okay.
yeah, and then Chuck decides who has the first turn. That's a way of balancing the responsibility and the choices. This is also what we try to do with the pairing mechanism, meaning that the first player who gets to choose a gladiator then has fewer and fewer choices, because it's not the first deciding which miniature is taken away, it's not the one deciding which match gets taken away among the final four. So in the end, these initial roll-offs shouldn't be biasing the game in favor of the one who wins the first roll, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What about the loading? Are you back?
78%.
78%. All right.
I don't know why it is so long. Maybe I can just turn off the camera for a moment.
Yeah, sure.
Mm. Oh, now will be quicker.
All right.
Still loading. I don't know why it is so
89%.
slow. Yes.
Well, in the meantime, I can ask Chuck, what do you think about this new battle mat that we are using for the arena? Does it look too weird
Oh,
with
it's
the
look too.
too weird with the character cards in the water and the dice
It's
in the shore?
it's fine. It's fine. I mean, the rocks are uh, look like they belong in here.
Yeah, right? That's
In
the a bit of a
that
coastal scenery. Yeah. This is one of three battle mats that I've taken from l'Atelier de Torec. Is a French company producing battle mats and dice trays. And I met with Anthony, the guy behind the operation at the tournament in Luxembourg last weekend. And I asked him, it's like, okay, since I saw that his mats were really good looking and he was providing mats for the entire event, for the entire tournament, I asked him, can I put them in the game as well? That's how they look. So hopefully we'll see more in the future.
yeah, it's in the link on the
Okay,
announcement.
complete. Complete. Here we go.
All right, we're back. We're back in the game.
We're back.
So yeah, as you see, if I hover over the druid and I press 2, then you see the line of sight of the druid, the advance movement,
Okay.
the march movement, and the 24 inches. So if you want, you
That is
can...
the green, no? No.
Yeah, this one. This large green one. So if you want, you can position yourself around. And as you know, the druid has the rule, the forest follows. So right after deploying the first gladiator, you must place a forest terrain either within 12 inches from your gladiator, which cannot be in contact with any other terrain feature. And we also have
Okay.
the forest for you here.
Okay, so I will just check the card of the druid. Where is
Yeah,
it?
it's here.
Okay, so first follows.
Longbow and the blades.
Okay.
Then you have the tree singing, which means that you can move the this forest around.
Forest. Okay.
And then you have the combination of items, which was chosen, by the way, by Chack. So make him suffer.
Okay, so okay. Thank
Then
you.
you have the hereditary spell.
Yeah.
So that means that since you are a
Yeah, you also have to choose your spells since you are a wizard master.
you're a
So-
wizard
sorry?
master. It's not signaled on the cards. I don't know why it's not dark green, but you are a wizard
Yeah.
master of shamanism.
Mhm.
So
I have
here-
4 spells.
Yep. And you have them here. All of them are available here. Awaken the beasts. You have Swarm of Insects. Savage Fury. Chilling Out. Totemic Summon.
Oh,
And Break the
I do.
Spirits.
I do really. Yeah, I do have to find how to change pages because it's really
Yeah.
difficult otherwise. Well, okay, so. Yeah, and my opponent is.
Your opponent is the daimyo for this combat.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
2+ armor save, 4+ regeneration. Defensive 8, offensive 7.
How much armor?
2+ and 4+
Okay.
regeneration.
Fortitude.
Well, you do have Lethal Strike, which is ignored both.
Good. Okay, so I take my druid. Yeah, I'm trying. Not working. Oh, okay. Okay.
I see you moving the
And
Alright.
no.
What are you doing with these elves?
So
That looks so
maybe
cute.
I
like
can.
you moving the dude around.
Oop. Well, I can use this rock over here.
So that would be the position where you would like to have your druid, like, right?
Yeah.
Did I get that right? Okay, so in that case, this would be the druid, the guy who's here. So I can put it in place of the elves that you just positioned. You can put it here. And then if I activate the line of sight, it means that indeed there is a bit of space for Chack to position the daimyo in this area. Are you fine with this?
Emma?
You asking me?
Yeah?
Yes.
Is that
Yeah,
okay
yes.
for you? Good. So now you also have to place a forest fully within 12 inches from you. The 12 inches line is this one. So because this is 5, 10, and this will be 12.
Okay.
This one that you see marked here with a 7.
Okay, so here it is okay.
Alright, excellent. Now that means that Chack gets to position the daimyo wherever he likes, 24 inches away at least.
Wherever. That's a kind of a bold statement, but
Not much choice left, right? Well, that looks good.
yeah, right here. Okay.
Alright, works. And so, Chack, now you can decide who goes first.
First. Mm,
Who? Oh,
who
okay.
goes first? Well, I go first.
You go first? Alright,
Yeah, I
excellent.
go first.
So
Okay.
that means that you can take the appropriate color in this area here on the copper boards, so that you are close to the daimyo cards. I'll put it here, and I will put Chack's cards below, Emma's card below. Sorry.
Yeah.
Player names, apply, and then Emma is going to be teal, and Chack is going to be orange. Very good. Now you will have to decide whether you want to use the regular flux cards or whether you want to use any of the special flux cards that we have available here. All of the cards, all of the different type of cards that you have in your rotation. Bless you. So you
Thank
have the regular ones, the quick starter, the warband, and the free for all. So you're free to decide. I find it very fun to play with the free for all cards, but you know, you can pick whichever one you like. And the way to interact with cards is that you quickly drag one away with the left key,
Okay.
and then you press F to turn it around.
Only tokens.
So the free for all cards only give you tokens, and they're only for the active player. So the reactive player just hopes for the best. But there's also plenty of restrictions on what you can cast with this. So it simplifies the magic phase, but it's still not too powerful in the hands of the main player. If you want to use the regular cards, they're over here, the Magic Flux cards, and you can also use the version for smaller games, the Warband one. And then you have the Quick Starter cards. As you know, I'm a huge fan of Quick Starter.
I'd say the free for all should be tried in the arena.
Yeah, we can do that one. I'm not sure that Emma is still with us.
Emma?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, you are. Okay, good. So are you okay with
Yeah,
the
I was reading. Yeah, it's fine. I was reading the spells on my PC because it was cumbersome to do that with VR.
With the VR set, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't checked my own VR set yet. I will do that, and I will let you know if I find an easy solution for that. Good.
Yeah, I will study the controls for next time.
Yeah. So we have your cards here, and I can make a few copies, so that whichever one you choose, you're gonna have it available.
Oh, thank you. Okay, can you also make copies for the characters, one of each page?
Yeah, sure. We can do that.
Thank you very much. Oh, that will be like fantastic.
Absolutely.
Oh, thank you very much.
It only takes a Control C, Control V, and even if this
Oh.
miniature is gorgeous by Titan
Oh,
Forge,
it's really doing the damage.
painted by
No.
unlimited colors, just to keep the game space decluttered. Well, you know what? I like it. I think I'll keep it. It looks good. Looks before everything else. Are we Italian or not?
Can you also copy the druid? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. And if you want, I can put all of the spells cards. I can put them here in the water. The good thing about
Yeah, thank you.
playing in this environment is that they won't get wet. Ha ha ha. Nerd jokes. Sorry, take that back. Alright. So which 4 spells do you like best?
Okay, so Force Embrace is like for free. It is additional.
Additional.
Okay. Nice. So I will choose Break the Spirit,
Mm-hmm.
Totemic Summon.
Alright.
Okay. Check this one. Moment. What is wrong with messages? This give me a second. Swarm of insects
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, awaken the beast.
Alright. We have them. These 5.
Incidentally, the same spells that I have chosen in the last match.
What a combination.
Alright. So
He didn't tell me.
it wasn't prearranged, right? Reassure us. I can also put these markers here so that you can use them to play, to put them in game whenever you need them. So, for example, if you have
Do you
Weekend
also have the attribute spell of shamanism?
scarification.
Yep.
So I have I have this token that you can use here. So when you hover over it, you see that it says scarification. So if it's active, it's there. Otherwise, it's mentioned in every count. It says at the bottom, it says what it does. And since I was lucky enough to meet one of the German 9th players, Borgio, who made a nice scratch build model of the Totemic Beast, we also have a Totemic Beast model here, which is cute as hell. This boy here. So if you want, you can just place the Totemic Beast, and it also has, of course, its own line of sight. But since it has random movement, it's a very simplified line of sight. You just have the numbers. Whatever you roll on the 3d6, you just advance.
Remember that it can be faster than a steam tank. Just saying.
That'd be surprising. All right. So, well, we don't need one for the Totemic Summon, and we need one for the for Break the Spirit. Good.
Good.
Scarification is here. Excellent. Yeah. So I think that in this
Start.
case, we will be ready to start, right?
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. So here you go, guys. Chuck, it's your turn. Charge phase. Well,
Yeah.
a bit further away. Maybe before we begin, one final thing is that I don't have your webcam anymore, Emma. Are you? Did you activate it? Because in case, I will put it back.
Yeah, it was removed for the loading.
All right.
Here we go.
Excellent.
Okay.
So my turn,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I'll just march straight into the druid phase.
Mm-hmm.
Concentrating on it. So I'll go here.
Movement phase. Very well.
And that should be about it, because I have a longbow, but I have marched, so I can shoot. I can shoot it.
Alright.
And I don't have any other.
Magic. No shooting, no combat. Good. Charge phase for Emma.
Oh, that was quick.
Yep.
Yeah, so I have to check if
I can show you.
So-
If you press 2, I mean, if we press 2 for you, you can you can see what's the distance. So remember, the first black circle is the advance, the second is the march, or you can just see the numbers that you need to roll. You need to roll an 8 to complete the charge towards the daimyo. And the line of sight is visible. You do see the daimyo past the obstruction.
Okay, I need to check the statistics. So well, it's better to avoid the melee with this druid, I think.
Heretic.
So maybe
You have no faith in my in my skill
in
in
your
builds.
in your one attack.
You actually have 3 of them, just so you know, because they have paired weapon and near attack. No, in Spirit of the Whirlwind.
Oh, that's good.
That's what happens when you really love your army. You try and defend the combat capabilities of a druid. That's cute. No, it is good.
Oh yeah, because
I have to say.
Yeah, I have paired weapons and it's okay. But I think I will avoid it. Nevertheless. You tried.
Enemy of fun.
So I can just. Oh my god. Am I do it? Run, little druid. I can shoot even if I march, right?
No,
No.
you can't.
When you play against me, you always do that.
Yeah, but it's not. I do not have any unit of druids that do that. I can if I am on eagle, I can, because the eagle is light troop. The druid on foot is not light troop.
Emma,
Stupid
don't ever trust Chack. Looks like he's doing shady stuff when he plays. So Emma, one practical thing is that if you want, you can copy paste your druid anywhere inside of the march
in the
movement,
area.
for example. So, for example, if you want to put yourself here and then check the line of sight of the daimyo, then it's something that you can use.
Okay, okay.
So we are in the movement phase.
Okay, just a moment. If you charge in the forest, you're going to have a dangerous terrain test. Am I correct?
Yeah,
because you're
of
not
course.
a strider.
Yeah. It looks like he pays attention when he play against me.
He's learning something.
Yeah, so I will just position myself behind the forest.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it's 5 inches. Yeah, I really have to apologize because I'm not confident with the controls, so maybe I need to study the controls better for next time.
No problem.
Thanks for your help.
No problem, we're good. So you can see the daimyo 7 inches away, 7
Okay.
plus the charge.
But
And
the real question is why I am now orange?
you're now orange because you're now at the top of the screen because you have first turn in the game.
Ah, okay.
And when you were in a different color, it's because we were doing the pairings up here. But
Oh,
now,
I understand that.
essentially, if you press the space bar, you will see all of the information available, in the one screen without having to go back and forth. That's the plan. So we now move to the magic phase of turn 1. And the way this works is that you randomize the cards by pressing R. And then when you want, Emma, you can draw a card by quickly left-click dragging.
Okay, I tried. Oh, yes. And now,
And then you can flip
right.
it. And you rolled 9 Veil tokens, but you cannot cast the hereditary spell of your army. Huh.
Okay.
Free for all. So 9 Veil tokens, no hereditary spell. Knowing that, Chack will have nothing to dispel your casting. So
You generate one veil token on your own. Because he is a wizard master.
okay, +1.
Okay. Okay, so right, the veil tokens, is it like so there are 10, so I can use 9 to get
3 dice, yes.
and so I will just have those 3 dice.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You also have +1 to the casting roll if you are a wizard master.
Okay. So I will like cast 1 spell, I think.
Which won't be dispelled because Chack just cannot dispel them. That's the principle of the free-for-all cards. You have fewer dice, but you don't have to worry about dispel.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, it's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, so where are we going to use? Mm. If I summon the totemic beast,
Mm-hmm.
it can use the breath attack right away because
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
the shooting phases afterwards,
Mm-hmm.
and I can summon it within one if I cast the basic version.
The board edge, of course, being in this case the edge of the arena, as you see it here.
Yeah. And breath attack are 2 dice, right?
Yeah, 2d6.
2 6, yeah.
Okay. Breath attack. And if I use break the spirit, the dangerous terrain will like add each other. Or
I
not.
will have to roll twice, one for the terrain,
Oh.
one for the forest. And I'll get a wound on a 1 or 2. And I have to roll a single dice because I'm infantry model.
Okay.
Or maybe the rules were related to the 8, but say 1 dice.
Okay. Well, let's try the totemic beast.
Mm.
So I need 10. So yeah, I need 3 dice. I have a +1. So let's hope for the best.
Around percent.
Ooh. It's a 16.
Wow.
Alright.
Okay.
What is this
And
symbol?
that's
It's a 6.
6.
That's the 6.
6,
Yeah.
6.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So it worked.
Where does this ball
Ta-da!
go?
Sorry?
Where do you wanna place the beast?
Okay. Well, closer than ever. Oh, maybe I can just put it in front of me. Or no, maybe it's...
In one of the board.
Yeah. I should have cast the stronger version
Mm.
and just like put it here. Well, next time. And the breath attack, like the range is, I don't
6.
remember. 6.
6. Yep.
Can I check it in some ways?
Okay, in that case, I think that if we press 8, that means that this will be the 6, right?
Yep.
Excellent. Huh. So you positioned yourself just past the 6 mark. Cute.
Maybe if I place it here, I'm a bit closer.
Over here. We're still talking about 7.
Bad, very bad.
That's already 1.5 distance.
Yeah, I'm pretty much at.
Very, very bad.
Yeah, this is 9. This is 9.5. Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, next time the stronger version. Well.
So your final placement then is gonna be where you had
here
it before,
is
right?
okay.
Yeah, somehow there is no rule that prevent you from casting multiple totemic beasts.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun too.
Okay, so first mistake of the match. Next phase. Well, I can shoot with my longbow.
Yeah, you can.
Yup, shooting phase. You have a 3 up longbow.
Yeah.
Am I at a short range or? No?
Yes.
This you check with the area, and as you see, there's a 3 and a 4, 3 up, 4 up to the right. So you can see that you are in short range indeed.
Okay,
3 up.
let's
and-
try.
and straight.
4 up
Oh,
since you are
sorry. Okay.
8.
Good.
And now I think I need
This
4.
against 4. Yeah.
Yeah, against strength 4.
Woohoo!
Here we are.
What the fuck? uh, 3 plus, since you have 1 armor piercing. Okay,
Risky.
armor works.
Boing.
Plink. Combat
And
phase.
that.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
Next
it.
turn.
Turn 2. Alright.
Yep.
Charge phase for.
What?
Daniel.
Charge.
Yeah. So
Oh.
you would need an 8. That's
And that's
Fuck.
bad. And that's bad. Eight is way too much.
Way too much.
Mm,
You can charge the totemic beast.
it's not in my line of sight. If I fail, I still have to contend with the totemic beast. If I don't charge, I don't have the dangerous terrain, but I don't. And I have 1 bow shot, which is not enough. I charge.
I agree. Come on. Do the honorable thing.
Yeah.
Also because if you don't charge, it's going to be a problem because the arena gods are going to be unhappy and you have several penalties. So, yeah, go with the charge.
Yeah, let's charge.
Show
Woohoo! 8!
All right.
But I
So-
can stand and shoot or flee.
Yeah,
or
you can
something.
stand and shoot.
Sure.
But I can't flee.
Yeah, you would
Right.
end up outside the arena. And I think that's game over.
No. And well, I will stand and shoot.
Hit.
Hit on the head. Wound as well.
Wound.
1 or 2. Nope.
And
Yeah.
armor.
Nope.
Woo!
On the sword. Very nice.
Okay, I have to do my
Oh.
dangerous terrain test. Okay, on a 1. But appears that I can navigate a forest. So, melee phase. Am I right?
Yeah.
So, I attack first, since I have agility 7 on the charge. And I have 4 attacks, which offensive 7 against defensive 7. So I hit on 4. And I have strength 5, armor piercing 6. But
Much needed.
I can only win 5 or more, since you have a scarification.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
You have the Kenjutsu. So that means that for every 2 attacks that are successful hits, you get another additional hit.
Yep. Let's roll. I have 4 attacks. on 4.
Ooh.
Okay, 2 hit, so another one for Kenjutsu,
Yes.
right?
So it's 3 now.
3 hit on 5. Whoa!
I do not believe this.
Come on.
You do have a word save on
This is
5 plus.
crazy. Talisman
Yeah,
of shielding you have.
Thi-
Baggage.
this could be like be really quick.
Oh my god! The dude was blasted off the ball. Absolutely destroyed.
Was a pleasure.
I love the carefully planning and positioning of the units, and it seemed like the duel would last for a very long time. Wah, 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 wah.
Yep.
Tribal 6, Tribal 1, bye bye.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
well.
not unsurprisingly is exactly how the last match went with the druid.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we need to teach him to roll dice.
Now we need to teach him to go on eagles, because that would give him the fourth wound, which is much needed.
Driving license for the druid, right? That's crazy.
Yeah, if I just with a stronger version of the spell, I could have protect myself with the toteming beast. But
Yeah, right. They would have changed everything. If you cast the big
yeah,
version, then it would have meant that the totemic beast was in front of you, and I don't know. Possibly you got a round of shooting with the how's it called? Breath weapon.
the breath attack. Yeah.
So yeah, it would have changed a lot.
Yeah, then you could have summoned another.
That's
Well,
that's
next time.
that's exactly why you play the arena game, so that you get familiar with other people's armies and units as well. Do you play Sylvan Elves normally, Emma?
No, I play against the Sylvians.
All right, very well. So
And
in
it's
the
not
first,
fun. It's not fun.
not fun. That are not.
Yeah.
So in the first match, the druid has it, and Emma, now you get to choose the second match, whether you want to do druid versus overlord, or whether you want to do martial versus overlord.
Yeah, let's pick the marshal to change a bit.
All right, nice. So now you can both roll a die to see who positions their warrior first.
Yep.
2 for Chack
You go.
and 1 for Emma. Okay. So Chack, up to you to position
Overlord.
overlord.
Oh, can you position like the multiple cards
Absolutely, I will take care of
over
this.
here? Oh, thank you very much.
Okay, Overlord. So. Uh, okay. Okay. This time there won't be any forest. Okay.
Can I see the position of the overlord again? All right.
Yeah.
Because the only tricky bit is that this is the marshal. I don't know if you've seen it before in the game.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
But when I activate the actual miniature, yeah, it's quite a monster. This is a miniature from Signum game that has been painted by one of the army
Yeah, maybe.
community helpers, Ada from the Lat. It's a beautiful miniature. And it comes on a largish base, I would say.
Yeah, okay.
So Emma can do the positioning, and I will copy the marshal cards.
So where are you?
Here,
Yeah.
where you see
Oh,
the line of sight, yes.
okay. I'm just checking the infos.
They're over here. I put the 3 separate cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus armor for plus fortitude. You familiar with
Mm,
that?
yeah, it reminds me of something. I don't know.
The Overlord is a nasty build. It's a very nasty build. And for now, I'm using this miniature from Admiralty, painted by, I don't know if you've ever met Mana Cerace. He's one of the players from the Italian community. I think he's from Bologna. And so we have this miniature so far, but I just received another miniature also from Admiralty, painted from a Polish studio, Castle Brush. I don't know if you've ever used their services. So I'll probably be scanning that miniature soon enough so that we can give the Patreons the option to choose between the two different minis. We'll see.
Oh, so you have 5 attacks, and at the end of the day, you will have strength 6. Am I correct? And 3
Ye-
points of armor penetration.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that the most horrible thing is the dice, Lugas dice. In this context, they're really, they're really nasty.
Yep.
And what? The?
Lugar's
The
dice.
artifact.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
2 hit and 2 wound. Whoa. That's huge. I thought it was only 2 wound.
Very bad, very bad.
What do you mean? So
Yeah, just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
shall we begin?
Yeah, I need to position myself.
Mm-hmm. So this is the line of sight. Your miniature is already there, and you can position it wherever you want, provided that it
Okay.
fits. I'm not sure you're gonna have a lot of options. Chuck left you the
But
bare
which?
minimum.
But that was a poor choice. Ghostly Guard
Mm-hmm.
gives me +2 armor against non-magical attacks.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's not very frequent, but the points of the Griffin, they are, you know, they take up a lot.
Yeah, you know, if I had a mount, his attack would have been non-magical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
There's only
Well,
so
let's
much you
put
can
it
do with
like I can go well here. I think. Yeah.
Nice. Looks like legal positioning to me. You agree, Chuck?
Yeah.
Alright, sweet. So that means that Emma, you get the choice of whether you go first or whether Chuck goes first.
Okay, can we check the distance between the two of us?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not able to do it.
So this red line means that this
24.
is the 24.
24,
distance.
24. Okay.
Yeah. So it's
Okay,
the same thing. It works in the same way if it starts from the Griffin.
Yeah.
It's essentially the same thing.
Okay, so we did it right. The position was like correct, legal. Well, I fly of 8. So I will need like too much. I have a pistol, but it's not very useful. On the contrary, you have a blunderbuss, whatever it is.
It's like a shotgun, sort of.
Okay.
Trombone in another language.
Well, you can go first.
All right, so we don't have to move the miniatures around, the cards around. That's good. So does that mean that Chack has 3 wounds and Emma has 4, right?
Unfair.
4 health points and 3 health points. Excellent.
Okay.
Right. Charge phase for Chack.
Maybe not.
All right.
Let's
we
let's
do the
just
movement.
march straight ahead.
Copy paste.
Wait.
Yeah. Good.
Yep.
So
this is
again,
3.
is the black line the one for the march?
Yeah.
You can place
Yeah.
yourself anywhere inside of the black area, and you know that this will be the march. The only thing that you should ignore is this 3 up, 4 up, which is for the pistol. So ignore that. That doesn't mean that
Yeah,
your
okay.
blunderbuss should in range. I should change this. Mental notes.
Yep. Okay, let's move straight ahead toward the marshal.
All right. Movement phase done.
Yep.
You're very
And
brave.
I don't think that I have enough range for the... Yeah, that would be 10. No.
There will be, yeah, there will be 5. There will be 17. The range.
Yep.
17? Oh,
So-
okay, 17.
Yeah, 15. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it.
Okay, so it's my charge phase. So, can I check how much do I need to roll?
Yep. You are at 7 distance. So you need to roll a 7. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I rolled
Because
3
the
dice.
idea is
so...
that the black line is the advanced movement. Then this is if you roll a 2. And here you need to roll a 3.
Okay.
So without the
Mhm.
numbers is an auto charge. And here it means that you
Okay.
need to roll a 7.
Well, let's try. Here we go. Come on.
Oh man! Oh, Sunna is distracted.
So
Okay.
that means you stumble 3 forward, right?
Yeah. So
I
can
think you're
position-
still outside my. I think you're still outside my charge range. By the way.
That's incredible. So does that mean that there's no
Yeah, I need to roll a 10.
there's no stand and shoot, right? Crazy.
No, the
Because
standard shooter, it's. I mean, it's there anyway. I think because I have to declare it before.
before knowing that it doesn't, that the
Yeah,
charge doesn't succeed.
that.
That's a strange
Yeah.
situation, though. Shouldn't happen. Anyway,
Yeah.
but we're gonna add insult to injury and let Chuck do the standard shots.
Yeah, I hit on 4 plus because it's 4 plus because it's long range.
And +1 for the.
Well, it's out
you
of
don't-
range actually.
Yeah, but you can always stand and shoot even if it's outside range.
Crazy, crazy.
And you also have the -1 for the stand and shoot.
No, because this weapon ignore it.
Yeah, the blunderbuss
Oh.
doesn't take it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So on 4. Yeah.
And he makes it.
On
Unbelievable.
4. No.
All right. Good. That
I'm
would
so
have been.
sad.
I would have been against it. All right.
Me too.
Nice. So that means that Emma's turn is over, I suppose, and that brings us to
Yeah.
turn 2, charge phase for Chack.
Yeah,
Needing a
let's
10 to get in.
Let's roll. Let's
Yeah.
charge.
Oh, that's manly. All right, bring it on.
No.
7. 7.
Ah,
Now I can stand and shoot.
yeah, you can. Wow, a
No,
mighty move of.
You do 5.
I know.
right?
With my mighty pistol.
5. 5, which is here.
Wait.
Right.
It would be the yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, my mighty
Oh.
pistol. Also 6. And now the strength is 4, I think.
Yeah. 4.
So I need the 5.
Yep.
Nope.
Well, no.
I bite the bullet. It seems.
Wow.
So
That's,
it's my charge phase.
Yeah. Turn 2.
Stand and shoot.
And now you need to roll nothing. It's like in your advanced movement. So you're
I know. No.
Ah, you can't.
No, my mighty strength 5 hit with AP is 0. I'm so sad.
It was a
Here
nice
we
one.
go. I tried, but I failed.
I can move it for you if you want.
Yeah, thank you.
Follow
Well, like looking at it, you would say, well, just
You
eat
would
him,
say,
like-
but
eat him, like.
that. From the look of it, it looks like the griffin.
by
is a
the
bit
way,
larger.
it's the Great Griffon. Monster considered a monster. By the rules.
You have the
I mean-
information here at the bottom right of the Great Griffin card. It's cavalry. That's why you have the knight symbol. It's
Okay.
large cavalry.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
But
This is what you
okay, I have fear, but you're fearless, maybe.
No, I automatically passed the fear test. That's different.
But you have -1 discipline. Okay.
Yeah, I do have. In the unlikely case that I lose this melee phase.
Okay. And towering presence, doesn't it? With towering presence, I don't get anything. Any other rules? I don't remember right now.
No, because you're. I mean, you do get increased inspiring presence, but that's not relevant.
Yeah, maybe in an earlier version you had terror if you had towering presence.
That's why I was asking. You have terror if you're a monster, I think.
I'm not sure.
Vintage.
So you're checking.
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe one of our guests know the rules.
Surely not the host.
Charge. Where it is? Models and
Well, I
units.
can check it too.
Yeah, I don't remember where it said that.
Look for towering presence.
Yeah, that's towering. No, it's gigantic that get towering presence. not the other way around.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
that's what I'm seeing. Towering. No, if you are, yeah, if you are gigantic, you get towering presence. But if you have towering presence, you just gain tall, and you increase your range of rally
Okay,
around the flag
okay.
and commanding presence.
Okay, right. So, we have to fight. I'm faster, like for the first time in my life.
Don't get used to it.
Because, yeah. So,
You're actually faster with both. Nice.
yeah. Wow.
So the one thing that you will have to keep in mind is this horrible Lugas dice, which I love. So
Me
that
too.
means that natural to hit and to wound rolls of 6 must be re-rolled.
Well,
That's only
so,
fair.
I can start with the Great Griffon. I don't think it makes a difference. So,
Yeah.
I have 4 attacks, offensive of 5 against 7.
Yep.
Well, let's roll it. 4 attacks, right? Yeah.
4.
Nice.
Okay, good.
Not good.
Do I hit with the 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now I have strength 6 against resistance 5.
Yes.
That is 3 plus.
Yep.
I think.
Yep.
3 with the 3 up. Yep.
And you rolled 6s.
No.
So these okay.
Well, at
Yeah,
least
one
one.
wound.
So 1.
Yeah.
Armor penetration of 3.
Yeah, so 5 armor for me. I have plate plus that cheater plus shield. So I'm 5. Yep.
Stop it.
Woohoo!
I'm so unlucky.
What a build.
And then I'll try with the marshal.
Yeah.
That
Plus
is
1
like
attack.
quite.
Strength 5.
It's quite the same.
AP 3.
Oh, but I had +1 attack because I hit with 3 of them, maybe.
What?
No.
That was my daimyo rule.
So you now have 4 attacks with the marshal.
Okay.
Because
And
only
it's
heroes
like
are.
the same as before. Yeah, I thought it was a special rule of the arena. Come on.
Oh
Funny.
man! Only 1. Yee.
Only
Yep.
one. I'm just checking if I have some strange rule, but I don't
You-
think so.
You don't. You're just a puny marshal.
So strength 5, resilience 5. So it's 4
Yep.
up.
Oh, but I actually had the orders, but I don't think I can.
I think they're only for
Order
parent unit
myself.
or support unit.
Yeah. Oh, well.
On
Whose
5.
turn is there? 5 up.
Yes!
No way!
well.
Chack is
Yeah,
on
I can
fire.
just stop playing. But
He's rolling
I
crazy.
have, yeah, I have stomp attacks, but they are
Yeah,
at the
that's
end.
our
right?
initiative 0.
You'll have to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly my
Well, I
rolling
will be dead, so.
my rolling skill are superior. But no way against that. Yeah, so 5 attack for me. I
Yeah.
hit on 3. Because you have defensive skill 5. And I have hatred, so I roll the misses, and then I roll once, so okay.
Yeah, and strength 6.
Yeah, strength 6, AP 3. So, for hit, the 2 it's reroll because of hatred.
You can just select the
Yeah.
hover over the 2 and press R. Okay.
Ah, okay, still only for hit.
Only 4,
strength
you
6.
heard that.
Strength 6 against resilience 5. So on 3. Yep, I roll the 1.
Yeah. Oh
Yep.
man.
Well,
4
why am I
wound
playing?
with
Why am I
armor
playing?
piercing 3.
Yeah, it's AP3.
Um,
So you have plate plus a shield, and
Yep.
The griffin doesn't
That's
give you
about-
any +1.
No.
So you
Nope.
only save yourself with a 6. I have to say though that the better gains distracting.
Oh.
Oh. It's true.
So I hit on. Oh, we can see the rolls.
In the chat, right?
No, we
Yep.
just reroll. We just reroll.
Yeah, since I hit on 4 instead of 3, but I hit anyway with everything. Yeah, so it's the same. And okay, so armor of 6 plus and aegis of 4 plus. 1 armor.
Right.
And 1 aegis.
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Yep.
And now
Yep.
the storm stuck.
Yeah, you do have the auto hit on strength
So
6.
it is only 1, right?
Yeah, only 1, not a d6.
And of course it's 1.
And that's not the day.
No.
But you are first in initiative now.
Very useful.
So does that mean discipline check at 8 for
What?
for the break tests?
He charged.
Yeah.
I did the 2 wound, so I win by 1.
Yeah.
Discipline 9, break test at 8.
Yeah. Yeah, break test at 8.
Whew.
Oh,
All right, that at least.
Yeah.
Nice. This was a fun first
Yeah.
turn. I love this.
Yeah, really
overboard
fun.
build.
At least we won't see a griffon fleeing from a lowly dwarf.
All right, third turn, and then combat phase for Chack. So we go
Yep.
again a bit more quickly now that we know all the rules.
Yep.
4 attacks
So-
for the griffin on a 4.
Yep.
Yeah. 3 attacks, 4 attacks. Oh, sorry. Up.
And
Okay.
2 hit. 2 wound.
They both wounds.
Yep.
5 up.
On 5.
to save.
Ah!
Oh,
La, la,
finally.
la, la.
On 4. 1.
Okay. Starting to be risky.
Mass starts working. And then we have the marshal.
Matt can nothing
They
against my
are
rolling
4.
skill.
Oh,
Yeah, I suck.
You have to
I
roll the
see a
6.
6.
And I
which you
also
to
have
roll.
to roll it. This is a 5.
What is this thing when
That's
that you
it.
roll?
It does wound and you have to re-roll it again.
Come on.
Yeah, I like it
Uh,
better because it doesn't wound.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I have resilience 5.
Because
You
you
have
have
strength 5.
resistance 5, I have strength
5. Yeah.
Yeah, 5. You needed the
Yeah,
floor.
because
Ah,
I must. Yeah, I do have enchanted dice. That's canon.
I don't know. Maybe with the new book, the Lugar's dice will be different. But if they're not different, I'll definitely keep them in the arena build. They're fun. They're fun. All right.
Yeah, so my
Off with your
turn.
five
really fun.
attacks. 4 up
Yeah.
because of distracting.
Fire
Okay.
attack, 4 up. I do get to roll the 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's it's not helping. Yeah, 3 hit
At least.
on 3. Yeah, tuned. Come on.
On a 6. Nope.
Nothing.
4
Nope.
up. Aegis.
Ooh.
Risky.
Oof.
All
Still
right.
alive.
Show us what
Still
you do
alive,
with the
still alive.
stomp.
Oh, really? I do have a stomp attack. Oh, yes.
Which wound? Come on. No. No.
No armor
Oh,
and no
yes.
Aegis. Fun.
And I
No.
win by 1.
Yep.
And I have fear.
Do you?
Cool.
Yeah.
So on 8.
Yeah, 8.
Yeah, that's
Interesting.
embarrassing.
Come on, come on.
Interesting. Ah,
Oh,
snap.
but I
Alright.
hold.
Oof.
So as much as the previous match was quite one-sided, we are now at the bottom of turn 3 and you both have 1 wound each.
Yeah,
So-
but the attack first.
Initiative advantage is going to be a big thing for Emma now. Alright.
Yeah, let's hope that it's true.
Yeah, but
So like
my
our heroes,
enchanted dice will
like,
protect me.
yeah, our heroes are bleeding, and the crowd is cheering, and I start with my great griffins. Let's go. Yeah, that's a good start. 1 hit,
Yeah, I do agree.
and it doesn't wound.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
a very
Oh,
good
yes.
start. Like they say.
Let's try with the marshal, but well, just
Oh man.
One
come
hit.
on, no, it's not possible. But,
Come on, 4 up, 4 up. Jeez.
of course not.
Woo!
Come on. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
8 attacks, nothing.
Let's destroy. Oh, okay. Can roll the 2.
Yeah.
This 2. Okay, 2 hit.
So you have 2
Mm.
hits.
Yeah. No! No, okay, I roll the 1. Because I do have. What the
But it's
fuck?
still a 1.
Again. Crazy.
Yeah, but the 3 wounds.
The 3 is a wound.
You sure?
Yeah,
Mm.
strength 6.
Yeah.
50-50.
Oh, sorry.
Woohoo!
No
But it's
armor.
not working because of my stupid armor, and
Oh, he's dead!
No way!
that was very unlucky.
Yeah.
Very
Oh
unlucky.
man, that's crazy. So that means that
Like-
absurdly enough, the dude goes down. Phew. Bam.
Oh.
In the sand.
Not deserved.
Where is Sunna? Sunna was distracted, very much distracted.
Yeah, I was sleeping. Mm.
Bottom line, enchanted dice are the best investment ever.
So yeah, does that mean that we have a clean winner from the first 2 matches?
Let's call it a massacre.
The Daimyo got the first match, and the Overlord got the second. So we won't need to play the Overlord Druid match. Chack gets both.
Woo!
Emma, how do you feel about your dice rolling skills tonight?
Was a bit frustrating. Yeah, in the first match there was a mistake, like the toteming beast thing. Yeah, so like it was like I can understand the result, but the second one was just like a bit unfair.
Yeah, this one was tough. I mean,
Actually,
it
I think
is.
actually I think that the first one was more unfair because I mean I wounded with 3 attacks on a 5+.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, but
But you know, at
it
least
was not my lucky day.
it is true that a lot of what happens in the arena boils down to the dice you roll, but it's only if you don't do this pairing mechanism. And I think that, you know, if you choose the pairing wisely, then you maximize your options. I still think that the druid versus daimyo could have been different with the
Yeah.
totemic beast in place. And this one, the overload, I mean, the overload build is just brutal. It's a combination.
Yeah, but it was close.
But yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, like at the end, I think that um, I like if you had to think of a percentage of result, I think that if I just had hit on like on the average, like if I just rolled average, I would have won, but didn't happen. So
But the field of battle
maybe in
is
this
not
kind of
made of averages.
yeah, of course. But I think the marshal was a little bit like stronger, I think.
yeah. And
You
I
you
have to
mean the
say
Griffon?
that when
Yeah.
you commented on why, like, you know, the ghostly guns, it is true that this build is very strange because you have 3 different level of Aegis. You have 2+ against flaming attacks, 4+ against magical attacks, 5+ against non-magical, non-flaming attacks. But then you have +2 armor against non-magical attacks. So the build that Ada van der Laat made is very layered and it gives you protection in different ways. But if you roll the way you rolled, that's you know. Let's not put this on Ada van der Laat.
I think that he was out of point because Winter Cloak plus Hero Heart plus Witchfire Guard.
Mhm.
I think it can be like 170.
You mean
Nico.
from the magical allowance? No,
Yeah.
I think it's fine. I don't know. Maybe
No,
with
I mean there wasn't any space for armor enchant different than Ghostly Guard.
All right. Yeah.
I
But,
think.
yeah.
Makes sense, makes sense. But I have to pay for the orders of the marshal that are useless.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
maybe, yeah, maybe we can like just say that next time I will have
Can you
an extra.
can you
extra
believe this guy?
something.
He's sitting on a griffin and he's still
yeah.
playing.
Unbelievable.
Well, you know, I think that when you roll like that, it kind of like, you know, makes you sour
Yeah.
on life in general. But yeah, nice. Well, guys, this was a pleasure to test the arena. I think that we're almost ready to launch the game. In a sense, I'm a bit sad that we're only gonna have the 6 gladiators that we have unlocked so far. But you know, they're gonna come in time, like slowly as more supporters come in. We're gonna unlock the others. So I can spend one final word on the results of the poll, because if you remember, we made a poll recently to see which miniatures we'll put in the arena, and the ones who won are the Kulimas Deceiver. Then we have the oops. I think I lost the daimyo. Yeah.
Okay.
You need some bugs every now and then, just for the fun of it. Where is he hiding? Get over here. Nice. So we have the Daimyo, we have the Kulima's Deceiver, we have the Overlords, we have the High Prince, we have the King, and I think that the choice, the last two that are considered as options are the Marshal and the Duke. And so these two that are not on the cards will still get a chance to make it with the other 5 that you see here on the cards. So this 5 here, let's say that this 5 here in the center are confirmed, and that these other 2 to the side, I guess that we leave the option to our Facebook or Instagram followers to decide between the 2 of them. Now, it is true that that the Duke has this horrible Tristan's Resolve that destroys magic weapons, but you know, it's still... no, we don't have the... Wait, I got that wrong. We don't have the last Overlord. We have the Druid instead.
Ooh.
Yeah, so the Druid made it in, which is a lot of fun because I like the idea of having a mage. So it's this 5 versus either this guy or this guy. And I have to say that the Duke usually is terrific in combat, but if you have a High Prince with the Ring of the Pearl Throne, and if you have a Druid which does have a weapon enchantment, but you know, it's not its main thing, and if you have a Kulima's Deceiver which doesn't have a
weapon.
any weapon, yeah. So you know, even the Duke on paper it's really nasty, but you know, against these 3 opponents it might still be quite balanced. So the pairing mechanism still makes a lot of sense. And the other thing is that we will be playing with 2D standees, so probably
No.
you almost made it. You know that there's this what's that on the keyboard? Is that F5? So you can kick the models like this. So you know, create strange yeah, exactly, stuff like that. Or when you're really bored at what has happened during the game, if you go on configuration and activate the top menu, you can always flip the table.
Yeah, I thought about that during the game.
The couple of moments you had a fit of rage. All right. So on this
it keeps falling.
It keeps falling.
Yeah, because when things go outside the player range, they fall again on the table. But in this case, there is no table.
Yeah. So the solution is just to undo Control Z.
Yeah.
And you're back in place. All right. Well then, I would say that I hope to meet you again for another game. Maybe, what do you say? Maybe we could make it in another language, since the 3 of us can also speak at least one other. So for the benefit of the Italian players. Next week, no, this week, in the next meeting on Thursday, we'll play with a friend from the forum, connecting from Wichita. So it's gonna be a fun one, full of swearing, I suppose. Knowing the guests. I'm talking about Grouchy Badger, who's an icon on the forum. Yeah. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, and I would be happy to have an opponent for him. So I will check with the other patrons if they want to join in. But you know, in case you like the game, you're always welcome to come back. And then I think that a week after that, the arena will be uploaded on the Tabletop Simulator Steam workshop, and everybody will get a chance to play. So I'm happy to share this.
Nice.
With the general public. Cool. Well then, thanks a lot to you for the game. Thanks a lot for our friends Johan and to Marat for staying with us in the YouTube chat. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
It was a pleasure. Bye
Bye,
bye.
guys. See you.